Oh, this is kind of turned into a big news day. Kind of big. We go big. Holy cow, guys. What is going on? What a happy Monday morning where I am. Happy Monday. We've got some stuff to talk about. We have stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about some stuff. Matter of fact, we're going to cut the music. This is on the verge of being a very big story coming out right now, guys. Big if true. I mean, it looks true. BBC and Reuters are reporting it. Big if true. I'm going to give you guys a minute. Let's check in. I want to check in on the ground in Minnesota while we get started. We're gonna pop into this in here in a second. I gotta give everybody time to wake up. It's a Monday morning. A lot of people are working. We're just gonna give it a minute. Hit the like, share it out if you could. Let me check in. I believe. What was his name? There we go. See if this guy's live. Yep, check it in. Looks kind of quiet actually in Minnesota right now. A few people out. This is BG on the scene. Down there live right now. Guys, we've got a lot of news. I'm going to let this play in the background for a minute. Lots going on. Checking, guys. How you doing? Mitch, Gene, good to see you. Spider Fate, thank you. Thank you, guys. Good to see you guys. Cold ass day in Minnesota. Tuesday morning there. Oh, you got me beat. It's February 2nd. Yesterday was a full moon, guys. It was wild. I had a wild day. I had a very wild day. I'll get into that at some point. All right. This is wild news. I'm pulling it over. We gotta just get this started. Ukraine hails real results after Musk restricts Russian Starlink use. So this popped up on my feed. I'm like, oh yeah, right. Sure. What's really going on? Sure. And then I researched it just a little bit ago. This is gonna be an exploratory stream because this is brand new to me too. So we're gonna read together. We're gonna look. Dang, does this mean no more videos of Russians strapping Starlink to the back of donkeys? I'm sure they'll find a way to get it out. We're going to see a lot. I just saw a terrible video of a Russian soldier being punished. He was tied by his hands and his feet from a tree and swung into the tree and beaten. And it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. He's crying, screaming for help. He's getting beat with a rubber sex toy and being kicked by his comrade. It was absolutely like they need to go home. they need to go home really, really bad. Really, really bad. It looks like Starlink might be disabled to their drones. So let's get into this. Good morning. I don't want to get overexcited because Elon Musk. I don't want to get super hopeful that this is going to be a permanent thing because we all know how this works. I feel like there's a lot of quibbling going on right now behind the scenes between Elon Musk, Starlink, and Russia. I do. To what extent or why or whatever. Is this to distract us from the Epstein files? I don't have a clue. I don't care. If it's true, it's true, and kudos. Kudos. Yeah, you saw it, Mr. Juan. It was a terrible video. The poor, I'm sorry. I know he's an invader. I don't like to see people tied to trees and being tortured. It's not what I'm into. They need to go home. They need to get them out of there. Because if they're doing that to their own soldiers, they're doing it to Ukrainian soldiers and civilians. Worse. Because that was pretty barbaric. Which would be a compliment in Russia. All right. Ukraine hails real results after Musk restricts Russian Starlink use. This is posted 3 hours ago by BBC, and this is via Reuters. Elon Musk's efforts to stop Russia from using Starlink satellites for drone attacks have delivered real results, a Ukrainian official said, praising the SpaceX founder as a true champion of freedom and a true friend of the Ukrainian people. Defense Minister Mikhailo Fedorov said Musk had swiftly responded when he was told Russian drones with Starlink connectivity were operating in the country. This is getting kind of crazy. I know he shut down Starlink in the Kherson area during the initial invasion when the Ukrainians were pushing back the Russians back into Crimea. And it pretty much halted the efforts down there for the Ukrainian army, and a lot of people died because of it. A lot. So now we're doing our old flipperoo, it sounds like. Andrew Petche, I feel you. And he probably would. He probably would if you were... I'm not even going to say it. Yeah, he probably would. He probably would. But, okay, let's give this a little time and see what's happening. Of course, it's going to be for his personal gain. Whatever this is about, it's about something that's going to benefit him. Or something Russia is doing that he doesn't like. Right? So let's get in a little more of this. The drones have been linked to a number of recent deadly attacks by Russia on Ukraine, including one on a moving passenger train, which left 6 people dead. Looks like the steps we took to stop the unauthorized use of Starlink by Russia have worked, Musk wrote on X. Let us know if more needs to be done. More needs to be done. I am letting you know right now, more needs to be done. More. Everything. All of it. What else can you do? Musk's efforts to make sure his balloon doesn't pop. If it saves Ukrainian lives right now, I don't care what he does. If it makes Russia go home, okay. Starlink satellites operated by SpaceX provide high-speed internet around the world. It has worked in Ukraine since the first days of Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022. The Russian drones are difficult to shoot down, Fedorov said, as they fly at low altitudes, cannot be countered with electronic warfare, and are controlled by operators in real time from a distance. Steps being, he said, turned them off to his second in command. I think there's a registry. They have to register. Unregistered Starlinks aren't going to work. So we'll see. Bare minimum, is it going to complicate things for the Russians? Potentially. Right? We have to take everything Elon Musk says with a grain of salt. Because we all know what type of person he is. We saw what he's done with Doge administration. I mean, we see the theatrics. The crocodile tears every time he screws up and throws a Nazi salute in front of the entire world. We've seen what type of person he is. However, this could be promising at least a little crumb of promise, of hope, a crumb of hope that he can at least somehow use some of his power, wealth, and financial fortitude to coincide with my community's wish for Ukraine to win. Briefly. So, let's keep going. The Institute for the Study of War warned in mid-January that since Russia had begun equipping the cheap kamikaze Molniya 2 drones with Starlink, their battlefield efficiency had increased dramatically. While neither Fedorov nor Musk elaborated on what the response had been, the Defense Ministry official website Armia Inform reported that SpaceX had introduced a speed limit of 75 kph on Starlink terminals moving over Ukraine. Russian drones move much more quickly, so the enemy operators will not be able to control them in real time, the website said. So he's throttling it. Allegedly. I mean, BBC and Reuters are reporting this, guys. This isn't me saying go Elon Musk. I've had some really, I'm pretty sure we're not friends, me and him. Pretty sure I made some comments recently that might have offended Mr. Musk. Play with fire. So he posted this saying, not AI. Not AI. And then myself, is that your pecker thinking of Epstein's Island? Okay, we're not friends, but I'm such a troll on the internet. Okay, let's keep reading. On Monday, Fedorov said that Ukrainian government was also preparing to implement a whitelist of approved Starlink satellite terminals which could operate in Ukraine. All unregistered terminals will be disconnected, Fedorov said. We're implementing this in cooperation with SpaceX, Fedorov stated, adding that instructions on registering the terminals would be forthcoming. So they're talking about a registry form. But there's ways around registry, right? We all know that. They were using, I think it was Saudi Arabian, United UAE accounts or whatever to bypass it. So I don't know how much of an effect this is going to have. I don't know what their plan is. They haven't said what the plan is. Russian war bloggers warned the implications could go beyond drones, as the Russian military uses Starlink to provide the front line with internet. Fedorov, then deputy prime minister, asked for Musk's help soon after Moscow launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. By the end of the day, Musk said Starlink had been enabled in Ukraine and promised more satellite dishes. But shortly after supplying Ukraine with Starlink, Musk's relationships with Kyiv became turbulent. Later in 2022, he denied the Ukrainian military access to Starlink in Crimea, which I was just talking about, where Russia had been stationing military equipment since illegally annexing it in 2014. At the time, Musk justified the decision by saying that Ukraine would have used Starlink access to sink most of the Russian fleet, which they did already. Anyways, making SpaceX complicit in major act of war. So I think he started getting a little nervous. I'm sure I remember that God, who was it? One of Putin's men was like, "You don't know who you're playing with, boy." When it was with the flamethrower, Elon Musk with the flamethrower against Putin and the bear on a one-on-one. He can bring the bear. And that really pissed off Russia. Really bad. And it seemed at the time that Elon Musk kind of quivered down and got afraid. He said, no. Russia propaganda good is what he was saying at that point. So, yeah, this is the turn of events. Musk has since repeatedly criticized Western countries for providing Ukraine with funding and weaponry. It's insane to keep sending so much money to Ukraine with no accountability and no endgame, he said. However, he has also stated that no matter how much I disagree with Ukraine policy, Starlink will never turn off its terminals. My Starlink system is the backbone of the Ukrainian army. Their entire front line would collapse if I turned it off, Musk said in March. Despite these tensions, Fedorov last week again praised Musk's timely decision to provide his country with access at the start of the full-scale invasion, saying Starlink had been critically important for the stability of our state. The 35-year-old former digital transformation minister was appointed to head the Ministry of Defense by President Vladimir Zelensky last month. Fedorov favors a data-driven strategy and advanced cyber warfare. He has also vowed to work closely with Silicon Valley companies, arguing that integrated partners would make Ukraine's defense system stronger. Interesting. Money, 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 money. There you go. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Oh, there's money in war. Did he just find that out? Did he just find that out? But this is good. It's good. This could be very good. This is going to be good for Ukraine if this is happening. Imagine Russian drones not being able to operate. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Yes. Yes, and if he is found and proven guilty of that, he needs to be held accountable. But yes, he definitely was wanting to go to the island for some R&R, which is, just turned my stomach saying that. Gross. Gross. We got a little bit more people coming out in Minnesota. We got more to report, guys. More to report. Listen, if that piece of shit's last final good deed before being convicted with everybody else is shutting down Russian drones, I will take it. I will take it, because all the evil that these people do, it affects people for long after they're gone. So whatever glimmer of good they could do before then, we have to take. Hope it's true, right? I mean, it sounds like it's true. This is pretty breaking. The article just came out today. 3 hours old. So, I mean, you tell me, guys. Like, it's hard to deny. So, also happening in the news, we've got more internet wars going on, Cold War style, with Russia. We got more. Oh, wait, there's more on the same topic. We're not done yet. What do we got here? Pulling it over. Ministry of Defense of Ukraine has just published an official instruction and a simple, convenient algorithm for the hashtag Starlink registration and verification procedure. All unverified terminals will be disconnected. This is one of the steps to counter Russian drones. Ukrainians will continue to be able to use the technology safely and stably, even in the most difficult conditions, but it's absolutely necessary to do what is described in the pictures, share with friends, relatives, brothers in arms, so that this process can be accelerated and you do not face any inconveniences in your work. Holy shit. This is happening, guys. This is from the Ministry of Defense. Ukrainian Ministry of Defense. This is a big deal. This is going to be a big, if this lasts more than a week. If Elon Musk doesn't get scared, because we can tell he's a little chicken shitty. Big time. Gets afraid. Like when Luigi, after Luigi took that dude out, he was like, killing CEOs is bad. So we'll see. I'm curious to see. Oh my God! Please stop! Stop! No! Any color. It's fine. There. I'm curious to see where this goes, but we're going to find out here in the next week on the battlefield exactly how big of an impact. I feel this is going to be a huge catalyst for sending Russia home. I mean, you guys know, we cover this all the time, how important communications are in the battlefield. And slowing down the ability for these drones to hit. He's afraid of his American government contracts being throttled back. Probably. And now Silicon Valley's getting involved, and he's like, oh shit, okay. Money. I this is a big deal. we're gonna see big thing. You're gonna hear more people report about this. Bigger names than my small little channel, and you're gonna be like, oh, that's what he was talking about. Yeah. That's huge. Okay, let's see what else we got. We got more stuff going on in the sea too. Oh, where'd it go? You know what? I didn't even bookmark that. That came from right here. More going on in the sea, guys, from the insider. A British Royal Navy helicopter chased away a Russian vessel that was loitering near the underwater internet cables connected to the United Kingdom with the EU and the United States. So this isn't Finland and Estonia and Latvia connections. This is a big line. You suspect this started in Congress? Maybe. I'm sure they moved money around already. So here's the deal with that Kennedy approach. That's a very good point. Starlink never worked for Russia, according to Musk, and now he claims he shut it off. So what the reports were that I were reading, where they were just using different accounts. They would get Starlinks from like Iran, Saudi Arabia, a lot from the Middle East. Turkey, I believe, even had involvement in that. Probably Hungary. Maybe Hungary. The logistics behind that would be difficult. But they were getting other nations Starlink devices and sending them to Russia to use. So, I mean, he's a businessman. I'm sure he lied about the whole fucking thing. Here we go. The Insider. A Royal Navy helicopter chased away a Russian vessel that was moored near the undersea internet cables that connect the UK with the EU and the US. These are gigantic, very important, expensive cables. The biggest, the hugest, the largest. The Russian cargo ship Sinogorsk was escorted out of UK territorial waters after a Royal Navy helicopter appeared. The bulk carrier was anchored in Bristol Channel near undersea communications cables connecting the UK with US, Canada, Spain, and Portugal. According to Starboard Maritime Intelligence, the Sinogorsk last called at the Arkhangelsk 3 weeks ago on January 5th. On the evening of the 27th, the vessel entered Bristol Channel and anchored approximately 2 nautical miles off the town of Minehead, Somerset. Several undersea telecommunication cables run with a radius of less than 1 kilometer of the anchorage, including those linking the UK with New York and Nova Scotia, Canada. These are major cables. Major. The bigliest. They're the bigliest of cables. As the Insider established, the ship dropped anchor near the cables. Numerous reports. So we got Tata TGN Western Europe. 2 cables lines connect with the UK with Portugal and Spain. EXA Express connects the UK and Ireland with Canada. Tata TGN Atlantic South connects the UK with the US. The Russian side claimed the vessel was carrying out essential security work. However, UK authorities ordered the crew to leave territorial waters. On the afternoon, we're also getting reports that Russian ships are now hiding next to NATO ships so they don't get blown up by Ukrainian weapons. On the afternoon of January 28th, a Wildcat helicopter was scrambled from the Royal Navy Air Base in Yeovilton. Oof, that's a tough one for me. Following its arrival, the Synagorsk crew weighed anchor and had headed out to sea. A Coast Guard aircraft had also been monitoring the vessel prior to this. Security Minister Alicia Cairns called the Russian vessel's actions highly suspicious and said the incident was a reminder of ongoing threats from Russia. Now, is this a coincidence? Is this coincidental that Russia is trying to sever our internet with our NATO allies while Elon Musk is severing their internet for the drones? Is this coincidental, or is this kind of, oh, okay, you do that, we do this? And Russia probably would have done that anyways. But, that's some serious timing. This was on January 30th. The internet wars. What else can I bring up? Let's listen in Minneapolis while I find another story. I got more stories for you guys.
When do they come from me?
Your Russia's been doing it for a long time. Happens in your waters a lot. They are getting really brazen.
Burn it down. Just remove the power structures. That way even the bad ones can only do so much. Oh, there's echo. I like the high line on there.
Did I just share that out? Tulsi Gabbard's did some shit. Tulsi Gabbard is in deep doo-doo. And we don't know what it is yet. Oh. Here. Speak of the devil. Cruella DeVille, guys. This is a big if true. Big if true again. Lots of parts moving this week. And it's February 2nd on a Monday. Lots of parts moving. The United States Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, has been accused of wrongdoing in a whistleblower complaint that was filed last May by an intelligence official that is so highly classified it has sparked months of wrangling over how to share it with Congress. According to the U.S. officials and others familiar with the matter who spoke to the Wall Street Journal. The filing of the complaint has prompted a continuing behind-the-scenes struggle about how to assess and handle it, with whistleblowers' lawyers accusing Gabbard of stonewalling the complaint and the disclosure of its contents, potentially causing grave damage to national security, one official said. It also implicates another federal agency beyond Gabbard's, and raises potential claims of executive privilege that may involve the White House. How much trouble is she about to be in? That's all the details we have. Fake news. Putin and Flynn would never allow their comrade Tulsi to do something like that. She was a big Assad fan. Big Assad. Big on Syrian torture chambers. Huge supporter of that. Oh boy. Tulsi Gabbard may be cooked. Treason? I can't wait to find out. She's been on our radar for quite some time. Trump will pardon her? God, well, not if he's implicated. The people might just have enough. We'll see. All right, checking in Minnesota real quick. Doing good. Yes, I'm doing well. I had the flu. I had a really rough week. I discovered a dead body in a car yesterday, and it was not cool. It was a bad day.
What's up, everybody? Major retired Richard Ojeda.
Looking for some more protest feeds to see if people are out and about. Daily protests on the weekends in the United States? What the hell is going on? I thought no one had jobs. The heck? Yeah, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
Thank you.
No, the stench of the vehicle, I didn't want to get it. It was bad. It was really, really, really bad. I can't go into details about it yet until it's reported.
Good job, guys. I think we're capturing the minds.
It was really bad. We got more on Tulsi coming in, it looks like. You gotta be careful with that, 'cause you never know what pops up on the feed. Breaking, via NYT, Trump had unusual call with FBI agents after election center search. The phone conversation was arranged by the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, who met with the agents a day after the search for reasons that remain unclear. What the hell is going on? Tulsi Gabbard, the Director of National Intelligence, brokered the call, and President Trump directly questioned frontline agents on the inquiry, the Times has learned. By any measure, the FBI's search of an election center in Fulton County, Georgia, last week was extraordinary. Agents seized truckloads of 2020 ballots as President Trump harnessed the levers of government to not only buttress his false claims of widespread voter fraud, but also to try to build a criminal case against those he believes wronged him. What happened the next day was in some ways even more unusual, the New York Times has learned. This just came out too. Behind the closed doors, Tulsi Gabbard, the Director of National Intelligence, met with some of the same FBI agents, members of the Bureau's field office in Atlanta, which is conducting the election inquiry. 3 people with knowledge of the meeting said. They could not say why Mrs. Gabbard, who also appeared on site at the search, was there. But her continued presence raised eyebrows. Oh my God. Given that her role overseeing the national intelligence agencies does not include on-site involvement in criminal investigative work. Ooh, God, I got so much to speculate on. What occurred during the meeting was even further outside the bounds of normal law enforcement procedures. Ms. Gabbard used her cell phone to call Mr. Trump, who did not initially pick up, but called back shortly after, the people said. The president addressed the agents on speakerphone, asking them questions as well as praising and thanking them for their work on the inquiry, according to 3 people with knowledge of the discussion. The supervisor of the squad, which investigates allegations of public corruption and civil rights violations and develop the evidence for the search primary fielded Mr. Trump's queries, the people said. One U.S. official said the call was fairly short, perhaps just a minute long. And compared to the... I got more jokes. Stop being a child in your brain. Perhaps just a minute long, and compared the conversation to a pep rally or a coach giving an encouraging halftime speech to his players. That person said the president gave no substantive direction to the investigators. Mr. Trump personally ordered Ms. Gabbard to go to Atlanta for the search and coordinated her actions with Andrew Bailey, one of 2 deputy FBI directors, according to U.S. officials. A White House spokesperson, Davis Engel, defended administration's efforts in Georgia. President Trump pledged to secure Americans' elections, and he has tasked the most talented team of patriots to do just that, Mr. Engel said, adding, President Trump has full confidence in the entire team. DNI, Gabbard, and the FBI Director Patel are working together and implement the president's election integrity priorities, and their work continues to serve him and the entire country well. They are trying to set up the midterms. Speculation, of course. Speculating. Just another manic Monday, absolutely. A spokesperson for the Justice Department declined to comment. The FBI declined to comment on an open investigation. There's something big going on. They got caught. They got caught. Gosh dang it, it needs to come out. Even for a president who has radically transformed the Justice Department and the FBI by trampling over their political independence and using them as tools for personal retribution, Mr. Trump appears to be taking that kind of involvement to a new level. Rather than going to senior department or FBI officials, Mr. Trump spoke directly to the frontline agents doing the grandlier work of a politically sensitive investigation in which he has a large personal stake. That is interference in an investigation in my mind. Last month, the president, in declaring once again that the 2020 election had been stolen from him, left little doubt about his intentions. People will soon be prosecuted for what they did, he said in remarks to the World Economic Forum, Davos, Switzerland. How much you want to bet she got caught planting evidence? And someone came out and reported it. Planting fake evidence. I bet, oh, God, so much to speculate on. An appearance on CNN's State of the Union on Sunday, the Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche denied that Mr. Trump had played any role in the search or that he had been briefed on the inquiry. I don't believe he was involved, he said. This is a criminal grand jury investigation, and I can't comment on it. Oh, nobody wants to touch it. Pressed on Miss Gabbard's involvement, Mr. Blanche said he did not know the reasons for her presence, but nonetheless appeared to suggest that it was unusual. Nobody knows what's going on. You know, for being in the intelligence community and nobody know what's going on, that's kind of sus. You're supposed to know what's going on. Our lives depend on it. I don't know why the director was there, Mr. Blanche said. She is not part of the grand jury investigation, but she is for sure a key part of our effort at election integrity and making sure we have free and fair elections. She's an expert in the space, and it's a big part of what she and her team look at every day. The American official said that Mr. Trump had ordered Miss Gabbard to go to Georgia to assist with FBI's investigations. Other officials have said that the White House had given Miss Gabbard far-ranging authority to hunt for voter fraud in multiple states. Democrats in Congress have said her appearance at the search raised troubling questions, including whether it was appropriate for the intelligence official to participate in what was primarily a domestic issue. By speaking directly with the investigators, the president may have provided significant ammunition to any future defense should the investigation yield criminal charges. I can hear it again. It was a perfect call, part 2. A perfect call, part 2. It was a beautiful call, the best of calls, the biggiest, if you will. His conversation with the agents would probably become part of an effort to have the case dismissed as a vindictive prosecution. Alternatively, if such a case went to trial, defense lawyers would presumably try to elicit testimony from the FBI agents who spoke to the president in the early stages of the investigation, or possibly from Mr. Trump himself. The search itself raises serious questions. It is unclear what evidence was presented to a federal magistrate judge to establish probable cause for a search warrant for the ballots and other materials, which are now more than 5 years old. That would be hilarious if they found fraud on the Republican Party's side and they were destroying it or ordered to by Tulsi Gabbard. More speculation. Like I said, oh my God. Help. My mind. In 2023, Rudolph Giuliani, a longtime Trump ally, was ordered to pay $148 million in civil damages for defaming 2 Fulton County election workers, wrongfully accusing them of having tried to steal votes from Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump narrowly lost Georgia in 2020 by about 11,000 votes, prompting an effort by him and his supporters to find enough votes to change the outcome. Despite his bid to undermine the integrity of the election, a manual review of the ballots confirmed the result. In recent months, however, both the president and his administration have sought to cast fresh doubt on the 2020 results in Georgia before the search last week, in which agents confiscated voter rolls and scanner images in addition to ballots. Senior Justice Department officials had sued to try to acquire the voter evidence that is now in the FBI's possession. I might be right. I might be. 3 weeks ago, everything is rigged since Iraq. Man. Maybe. 3 weeks before the search on January 6th, agents have delivered a letter to the Fulton County Board of Elections demanding the same materials written by Paul Brown, then the special agent in charge of the Atlanta field office, a county official said. The county responded that the election board did not have custody of those records and that the Bureau would have to submit an amended request to the county clerk's office, the official said. The amended request, the official said, was quickly submitted by Paul Ellis, Mr. Brown's chief deputy. Mr. Brown filed the resignation papers with the FBI about a week before the search warrant was executed. It is part of a broader effort by the department to obtain voter data. Already it has sued nearly half the states in the country for access to their voter rolls, including the private information of voters. The search... Dude. All I can think is like Palantir AI conspiracy. Like they just throw it all into an AI system and just weed out everybody who didn't vote for Trump. The search and the administration's flood of lawsuits against states have alarmed election officials and experts who worry that the moves are laying the groundwork for an administration to contest the result of this year's congressional midterms. It's all circling back to the midterms. That was a long article. My God. Coming out of the flu, I'm raspy. That was a long article. There's scandal. Tulsi Gabbard is going to be in so much shit. Barack Obama talk about Russia. If Congress doesn't act now, the last nuclear arms control treaty between the U.S. and Russia will expire. It would pointlessly wipe out decades of diplomacy and could spark another arms race that makes the world less safe. This piece is worth the read. I'm not reading that. Throat's too raspy. It's checking in Minnesota. Is Burke out there? Ricardo live out there? Nope. He had to go to a doctor's appointment. Turns out he did have cancer. Good thing he took care of it. I got any more topics to cover? Let me turn in Minnesota here. What are they saying? All protests. Whole lot of shit going down, yeah. Epstein files describes Trump during a girls' calendar event forcing a girl's face into his oh my god. Yuck, dude. Yuck. Yuck. Goddamn monsters. Why does our world have to be ran by monsters? I'm so sick of this shit.
Some of us read that up before we said it.
This is 2 days ago. Security of Dubai International Airport confiscates stolen dollars from Iran's treasury. $17 billion by an Iranian private plane along with 3 Iranian officials. Are you serious? Oh, damn.
National Constitution. But Minnesota still has an open line item for...
Oh, dude, they're saying the Iranian sources are showing 86,677 dead.
Interesting when I was doing my homework. These things were... They saw this shit coming when they wrote those documents. Yeah, they really did. They knew.
86,000, over 86,000 dead in Iran. This is what the numbers are reporting right now. From Iranian sources. That is double the number it was a week ago. They just must be massacring everybody.
That's why in Rome, Roman emperors had a slave whispering in their ears.
Russia says it's ready for Zelensky-Putin meeting, but only if Ukraine's president travels to Moscow. I'm fucking silly. That's silly. All 27 EU member states now back the designation of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps as a terror group. Got some diehards out there in Minneapolis, man. Yeah, 86,000 dead, and he hasn't helped them a fucking bit. That's on him. It's so disgusting. So disgusting. Gosh. And you know what? I had a really trusted source of information telling me that it was gonna fail in Iran, and I don't want to sell the Iranian people short because they're fighting so hard. So many videos I can't share that shit too. There's so many dead. It just sucks. I think that was it on major articles. I'm just scrolling through X now. I got caught up on everything, it looks like. Guys, while I got here, real quick, guys. While I got you here, if you could... Here, I'm going to throw it out there. I really need more subs on my gaming channel. I don't know if you guys like watching video games or know about this. I'm going to bring it up. We'll plug it. I could use some more subs. It's starting to grow. It's just growing really slowly. But I'm having a lot of fun. We ran into some more Ukrainians randomly on DayZ. Just a chance meeting. And we're going to recruit them. One of them doesn't speak any English. So I had to speak my broken Ukrainian to him. But we linked up. And now Val and I, Val from Mariupol, we're making a base in a spot on one of the maps. You guys want to throw me some subs over there? It'd be great. I'm at 175 subs. I'll take a sub anyways. It's the press of a button. You don't ever have to watch it. Can I get a crumb of a sub on my gaming channel, the Chunger Games? It's been a lot of fun over here. Doing stuff like this. Check this out. Are you near the police station near the train tracks, or?
Yeah, kind of close to there. I'm right in front of the church on the train tracks.
It's kind of a small
There are just
screen.
like 6 zombies. I'm killing them.
Oh, I hear. This is a zombie apocalypse survival game. Where's the bad guy at?
Well, they left.
Alright.
Just on the track, like they just went this direction.
I thought I was running into Val right here. I'm here.
I just... Oh, no.
I'm like,
Oh,
that's not
right,
bad. Whoa.
right.
Hey, whoa. How's it going, buddy?
Whoa. You just shot the shoot at us?
Fuck,
Me?
man.
No.
No, that's not him. That's not him.
Nah, man. I just heard gunshots. I came running.
That bastard's still over there. Hey, don't go down that way.
So they were looking for Val. Whoa.
There's
Hey,
a house
whoa. Hey,
run over there.
I just saw him peek over here. So I was trying to get them to go the other way away from my buddy.
What's happening?
They didn't know I was with them. They're looking for you. They're over on the train tracks.
Man, can you fucking just come?
Where you at?
Killing these fucking zombies.
Where are you?
In front of the church on the tracks.
You start getting mad. I don't see where that is.
You gonna help us quick this guy?
You know,
Yeah, where is he?
come on the tracks. Come on the tracks and find the church.
Are you west or east? They're running towards you right now.
Western.
So they start
They're
getting
running towards you
They
now.
saw
They see you.
they saw my buddy. They were gonna go
They're
kill
gonna
him.
rush you.
They
They're
didn't
gonna
know
shoot
I
them in the
was
back.
one of his friends.
Okay.
Let me get closer.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do this together.
Oh fuck! I have no ammo actually. Oh, where are you?
Right here. I'm behind them.
I thought... Okay, I thought that...
That's why I pulled the strap out. And now they knew. I got one of them down.
Nice.
Get the other one. Got him? Got him. Kill him.
Man.
I'll kill the other guy.
Okay, I am the bandage. I have to cut. They cut me.
Is he dead? A little bit of deception there. A little bit of betrayal.
Nice, man.
He's like, are you going to help us push this guy or what?
I thought I had...
We have a lot of fun over there. That's Val from Mariupol. He lives up in Canada now. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's zombie apocalypse survival game. That's my plug for the channel. Thank you if you sub to it. We have a lot of fun over there. You get one life in that game, and once it's gone, and bullets matter. Like you get hit in that game, it's over. All right, guys, I think that's really all I got for you. I was gonna check in on Merc's stream. Looks like he's not ready yet. But yeah, some big news there going on. Big news going on. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna reach out to some of my Ukrainian friends and ask around. I would anticipate a really good update coming from Greg Terry or Nick. Howdy, Chungus in chat. Hello, Matthew. Thank you for the member for 1 month. Appreciate the hell out of it. Yeah, I'm playing with Val again. I got a base going. I found a quad last night, too, on the video game. And stashed it in the woods and logged off with a tire. I'll probably be on a little later on today. Maybe this evening or this afternoon. And try to get... Val should be playing today or tomorrow as well. We'll hit it up. We'll play some games. We'll play some zombie apocalypse survival. Hopefully no one raided my brand new base. We need to find more nails. It's gonna be another nails stream. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna see what's going on. The big story of the day out of all the stories, the biggest, of course, Elon Musk shuts down Starlink to Russian drones in Ukraine. And like I said, it appears to be legitimate. It appears to be legitimate. We'll just see for how long it goes. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. If you'd like, also at the top of the chat, there is the fundraiser still going for Paige and Kansas and the 108th Brigade Armed Forces of Ukraine. Power banks, medical supplies. I believe we bought them an iPad. I don't know if she still needs the tablet or whatnot, or the laptop or not. But we'll check in with her. I'll check in. I'll reach out to her today and see what's going on with that. If you want to throw $5 that way, that'd be great. Gene, member for 3 months. I would like to thank the Academy. My FIFA award. Very nice. You get a Chungus trophy. A Chungus participation trophy. And if you follow my video game channel and you see me play with Merc, you know what the Chungus participation trophy is. I'm still working on getting a new SSD. All right. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Here's your outro. Have a good day.
They wave their flags like they own the sky, shouting loud, but they don't know why. Books untouched, their minds run dry. Truth's a stranger, they pass right by. Oh, false flags flying high, empty hearts where the truth won't lie. They scream of love for the land they claim, but their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. They chant the words they barely know, hollow pride in a shallow show, pointing fingers where the winds don't blow, building walls where the rivers flow. Oh, false flags flying high, empty hearts where the truth won't lie. They scream of love for the land they claim, but their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. A patriot's heart should beat with grace, not with fists or a hate-filled face. If love's the seed, then let it grow, not in shadows, but where light will show.